Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiffany. Now let's talk about FOMO. And the question today is FOMO ruining your life? Now we all get it, right? The social anxiety from the sense that everybody else is having a better time than us. And it's why we feel this need to remain connected, to be informed, to kind of just want to always stay up to date with what's going on around the world. And social media technology doesn't actually make this any easier, right? Because suddenly we have access to anyone, anywhere in the world. And the thing about these things are they should be a form of a tool to improve our lives, but instead we don't actually know how to use it in a mindful and meaningful way. So instead we want to use it as a substitute for human relationships or to fill some sort of a void, and then suddenly we're all like suffering even more than ever. I mean, for me, let me explain my sort of experience on Instagram, right? It's called the highlights reel, where I would follow someone who's this amazing woman. She's successful, she drives a Bentley, she carries different Hermes bags every single day of the week. And suddenly it becomes like a fix for me. So every single day I log into Instagram, I want to know what she's up to. And in a way, I actually end up knowing more about her life than I do mine. And why is that? It's because we feel that we need to kind of escape our own reality. We feel a sense of wanting to see what everybody else is up to, as if we can actually vicariously live through them. But it's actually quite dangerous, because what we're doing is escaping our own. And then what happens is, it's actually a vicious circle, because suddenly you feel the need to overcompensate. And that's why you then end up going online and then posting the best of your life. And then suddenly someone else comes across that post and then they feel bad about their life. And then we all go in this vicious circle, round and round we go on our kind of FOMO mentality. And it's actually quite dangerous, because when you think about it, in this generation, we're actually the loneliest we've ever been. We're the most depressed we've ever been. And there was actually a research on millennials that 1 in 4 feel that they don't actually have any friends. And I imagine that all those people actually have like hundreds of friends on Facebook. And we know what Facebook looks like, because I disconnected from Facebook about 6 years ago. And I remember even when I was at university, it's like someone sees you across the lecture hall, right? And they connect with you. But when they see you in person, they don't actually say a word, but they're connected with you online and they're looking through your experiences, you're looking through theirs. And it's just quite strange. And it's like, what are we doing here exactly? So I was thinking, actually, the question is, how do we get this power back? How do we kind of get our life back on track, away from this sense of FOMO? One of my suggestions is that solitude. I think we all need to be by ourselves sometimes. We just need to kind of be alone, not necessarily lonely, but a space to be away from other people, their influences, and just think about what we want, what's important. What are your goals? What do you want from life? What sort of reality do you want to live? But I think sometimes we're actually quite afraid of silence and also being bored. But those two things are actually quite powerful, because when you're really, really bored, it gives you a sober perspective of your life, and you think, is this the type of life that I want to live, without the filters, without the need to be sharing it? And then when you can take that analysis, you can then decide, okay, I need to actually do something about my life, because I don't enjoy being in it on a day-to-day basis. Another suggestion is delayed gratification. Now, FOMO is kind of encouraged by the sense of trying to show off something you don't have, right? You want to live this sort of life, show everyone that you're successful, you have things, and we end up spending money we don't have, trying to impress people who don't like us or who don't even care. And that's the reality. I think when you can start to make decisions that will benefit your older self. I mean, for example, I'm 30 now. I always think, what am I doing right now that at 40, at 50, at 60, I will be grateful for? And I make that decision from a best self perspective, in terms of, do I need to be saving? Do I need to be, just being quite cautious about my purchases, so that I'm actually purchasing things that have value, things that will benefit my line further down the line. And I think we all need to do that. Spend more time investing in yourself rather than trying to be entertained and watching someone else's life. And lastly, I think we just all need to be present, and I find that sometimes I struggle. I'm somewhere and I'm imagining being somewhere else, but it's quite a dangerous thing, because you end up missing what's in front of you. If you can actually appreciate what's here, what's now, you can actually feel like the sun in your skin, or just kind of feel alive in that very moment, then you end up just kind of living in this kind of rushed sense. And yeah, I just want to suggest for us all to just slow down once in a while, because when you think about it, you need to be in a peaceful state of mind where you can actually begin to think about what you want out of life in an intentional way, rather than from a frenzied approach of, oh my God, I'm getting left behind. And I think that's how we will all kind of get rid or overcome this sense of FOMO. So yeah, I think I just wanted to share that sort of perspective. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll be back next time. See you later.